Good evening. There are people earning 20,000 euros a month who cannot afford to stop working. And there are people earning 2,000 euros who sleep better at night. The difference is not the salary, it is what's happening to the money after they arrive. And today we are going to talk about the difference between making money and building freedom, because they are not the same thing. So you get that well-deserved raise, and for a few weeks everything feels different, like the gap finally has changed. Life opens up, nothing irresponsibly, just naturally. The apartment gets a tiny bit nicer, the holiday gets a tiny bit longer. The subscriptions accumulate quietly in the background, and one day you wake up paying for 5 streaming platforms just to rewatch The Office in slightly different applications. Within a year, the new salary feels exactly as tight as the old one. Absolutely nobody decides this, it just happened. Because that is what lifestyle does when income rises without a system or a predefined plan to catch that difference. It fills the spaces every single time. Tell me, has this happened to you? Got a raise and watched it disappear within months or days? I know I can make it disappear better than Houdini. Now here is the psychology, because this part is also very important. You work hard, you get through the difficult month, and at some point your brain sends a completely reasonable signal. You deserve something for this, evidence that the effort meant something. So the reward, what can it be? Of course, consumption. And look, there is nothing wrong with that. The problem is not the Michelin star dinner or the new iPhone. Not like mine. The problem is what is happening in the background while you enjoy them. The phone company is building wealth. The restaurant owner is building wealth. Everyone around you is accumulating assets from your income, while you only accumulate things that depreciate the moment you start to own them. Okay? You are working hard. Everyone is getting richer off your effort except you. And the longer this runs, the more dangerous it becomes, because the lifestyle does not just simply expand, it calcifies. The nice apartment stops being a luxury and becomes the baseline. The optional becomes the essential, and suddenly economy class feels emotionally aggressive. I know how you think. And then the salary is no longer helping you move forward. It is maintaining you where you are. You are not building towards anything. You are running in place on a treadmill that keeps going faster and faster. And stopping, even briefly, even to leave something that is wrong for you, stops feeling like a choice and starts feeling like a risk you cannot afford. This is what expensive survival looks like from the inside. Everything looks successful and nothing feels free. Almost. Freedom, on the other hand, is the real version. Feels completely different, and it feels, listen to it, calm. It feels like a bad month being uncomfortable rather than catastrophic. Like waking up on a Monday and the day belongs to you. It looks like a Tuesday with nowhere to be. That version of freedom can be built through something as simple as the S&P 500 index fund, and becomes incredibly powerful. The goal is not to become a stock picker. The goal is to build a system that quietly converts part of your income into the ownership of businesses, ownership of economy, ownership of the future growth happening around you while you live. These guys are having a party on a boat. While you live your life, you automate the contributions every single month, same date, same amount. And while everybody else upgrades their lifestyle immediately, you start upgrading your freedom instead. Automated, consistent, every month, not exciting, just quietly compounding in the background while life simply happens around you. I'll come, just give me 10 minutes, let me finish here. Nothing visible happens for a while, and then one day something shifts. The fear that has been running quietly underneath every financial decision you have ever made starts to loosen its grip. You have options you did not have before. The treadmill is slowing down, and the sacrifice is almost never as painful as it sounds. It is usually one decision made consistently, a portion of every paycheck that goes into the system before the lifestyle can reach it. A few years of restraint for decades of breathing room, like I'm gonna be restrained now. And what nobody tells you is that the restraint stops feeling like sacrifice very quickly, because what replaces it is not deprivation, it is slow, growing feeling of becoming less dependent, of needing the job a little less each year. Buy freedom before buying luxury, not the other way around. Build the system first and protect the gap. Spend the rest on a life generally worth living, because the goal was never to stop enjoying money or opportunities. The goal was to stop being controlled by the need to earn it. Life is easy. We are the ones who complicate it. I will see you next week on the Tuesday.